As promised, I am bringing you guys anime reviews. This is something I've wanted to do for quite some time. I'm going to, of course, do my regular new release reviews and my hilariosities and all of that as well, but every once in a while I want to talk to you guys about good anime films and television shows, just like I mentioned I was going to start doing in my previous video, Why Anime is Important. When I was at Best Buy recently, I picked up Wolf Children. This movie is directed by Mamoru Hosoda. I tried my best with that. Hopefully I didn't screw that up. He also directed Summer Wars and The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. Also really good movies. Wolf Children is about a woman who falls in love with a man who is secretive about something in particular. He's actually been hiding the fact that he can transform into a wolf at will anytime throughout his entire life. He's not a werewolf though. He doesn't go around eating people and tearing up rabbits and stuff. He just has this affliction. It's something that has been with him ever since birth, and he's one of the last people, in fact he is the last person in his line. And when stuff kind of happens, eventually she gives birth to 2 children, and they as well have this similar wolf gene, and she has to try to raise them. And of course with that comes a lot of problems, because how do you care for a child medically if they have an issue? What if they turn into a wolf when they're on the medical bed? You know, all these problems arise. She has to move far away to this very rural country and learn how to be a farmer to raise her 2 children and basically teach them about life, while also not really knowing anything about this other side of her kids. This was a breathtakingly beautiful movie. I loved every second of this film. A lot of it did remind me of Hayao Miyazaki's animation. The background animations are so lush and beautiful. The storyboarding was obviously set up so well because the shots in this movie are absolutely stunning. But the best part about this anime is that it actually is able to take a kind of odd story when you really think about it. You're like, I don't know about some of those details in there about how that actually happened, and I was able to get very invested in it to the point of extreme emotion being involved. They do an excellent job at setting up the main character for this movie, because you really start to care a lot for her because she has so much on her plate, because she's a mother who's caring for 2 children and she really doesn't know anything about half of them, because when they turn into wolves they can still talk and run around and they tear up her house, but she doesn't understand that animalistic side of them, and so she has to find a way to raise her kids amongst this world in which everyone can look at them and make fun of them and treat them as outcasts if their secret comes out. So a definite theme of this movie is definitely keeping a secretive side of yourself and being afraid to be yourself around other people. And that's certainly not an original theme of any kind. That's in tons and tons of movies, especially for younger audiences. But this isn't a movie really aimed at kids. This is actually a movie for all ages, but I can see adults loving this movie because you can really relate to it if you have kids, I'm sure. So not only is the animation absolutely stunning, I mean it really is. It's fluid, it's vivid, it's bright, it's beautiful, the Blu-ray looks fantastic, but the dialogue between the mother and her children was also so well realized because a lot of it just felt very incidental. There were moments in the film where you just see the mother learning how to be a farmer. She's learning how to plow and till her field properly. And there's nothing epic or amazing about it. You're just watching a character struggle to provide for her children, and I found that very, very heartwarming. It's easy to look at this movie and think it's just going to be super cheesy, very melodramatic, but it doesn't hit any of those notes. In fact, there are moments in this movie that were so emotionally powerful that my mouth actually dropped a little bit because it just hit you sometimes with this very powerful imagery that you weren't expecting in this type of film. But kids can enjoy it as well because it definitely has a lot of really good lessons for kids, and adults can enjoy it because it has a very mature outlook on the way you might raise a child and the difficulties that come along with that. I loved Wolf Children. It's my favorite anime film I've seen so far this year. If you have a chance to see it, definitely seek out the Blu-ray or the DVD. I'm giving this film an A. If you are a fan of anime, definitely check this film out. If you're not, give it a try. I really think you'll enjoy this movie, especially if you like animation. I will continue to do my best to bring you guys more anime reviews in the future. I'll have my review of Sex Tape up soon. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmannized. I also wanted to let you guys know that my promotion that I'm running currently through Audible.com is still going on. These guys contacted me and wanted me to let you guys know that through them you can get an audiobook of your choice for free if you go to audible.com/Chris. There's absolutely no obligation. If you guys enjoy reading like I do, but you don't have a lot of time to open up a book and do it, you can use your tablet, your MP3 player, your computer, wherever you are. You can check out any audiobook that's available at audible.com/Chris for free. They have a lot of great people narrating these books as well, so please check out audible.com/Chris for a free audiobook download. And I want to give them a big thanks because they've done such a nice thing sponsoring my videos, and I'm very grateful for that. So thanks very much, guys.